Good afternoon. So I've had a couple of folks ask me about some of the things I've done where I've put rivets on like little steampunk things, or this actually is a technique that comes from super detailing like big kits, um, like uh, uh, like 1/6 scale helicopters. I did at one point. You just add rivets. Um, and there's a bunch of different ways to do this, and this is actually the method that I learned to use, and it's quick and easy and cheap, at least for me. And I've had some people ask me how it is I do it, so I figured I'd go ahead and show you. This little doodah here is what is the smokestack boiler equipment piece that will go on the steampunk airship that I've been working on. Um, this is going to go up on top of it, and once I built the thing, it was looking kind of plain, and going with the steampunk theme, figured go ahead and rivet it up, and then paint it up all steel and bronze and used and worn out. So this was a medicine bottle with a cute little cap of something. I don't know what it was that I'd found in my stash. Glued it up, and then it just was looking plain, so I went ahead and added some more blah to it, and then went and put on rivets. So the rivets really are nothing but little tiny pieces of green stuff. What I've done with these, like you can actually go out and buy rivets. People actually sell little detail rivets that you can peel and stick and take off and glue on. To me, that was kind of silly, or at least it was outside my desire level, especially when I can just make them this way. Another way to do it is to use white glue and detail that up, just taking dabs of white glue and just making the dab and letting it dry. And that will leave that little bump for the rivet, and there you go. That's quick and easy, and it works well. So the challenge for me is I use water-soluble paints. And a lot of times those paints will, even the primer that I'll seal it down with, which isn't, will scratch, and then that water will get in and muck up the rivet. So this is actually something that I use. It's a little bit tedious, but it's not terrible, and it's also another way to do what it is that I'm looking to do here. So I'm going to try to, like this, and show you in a way how I do this, and maybe you can find that helpful for you. So the first thing you do, I use a lot of green stuff, and anytime I have extra, which I almost always do whenever I'm using it for a larger project or piece, I'll have a little bit of dab left, and then I'll just roll it out into these little strips, and then I'll just toss them in a box that I've got here, and I leave it sitting off to the side. And then eventually, when I need to make these rivets, I just come back to these. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my knife down, slice it off. Now what's going to happen is that rivet's going to go flying. It goes flying away. So you do that, and you do it the way I just showed you, it vanishes. So what you do is you put your finger on it. So I just locate the knife, then I put my finger down there, then I cut it, and it stays put. Now, of course, I can't show you what I'm doing with my finger on top of it. So all I'm doing is coming in, and about the thickness of the rivet, which is what, maybe a mil, maybe a half a mil. Snip, and then there it goes. And I tend to do this I don't do this on this because it bounces even more, and I can't slide the pieces around very well. So I'll just sit there and snip off a bunch of these. And then also, they kind of stick from static. Electricity will sometimes stick them to your blade, and they'll stay there, so I'll just wipe them off. So you gotta make a few rivets. Then I take a little palette or something I can use and a bit of CA. Little plug for Legions again, local hobby store. Good place. If you're in Pittsburgh, you should go there. It's fun. Let's put a dab there. Then I have these from Rite Aid dental picks. And the dental picks, so they look like this, and then they're for cleaning your teeth. But this is what I'm doing. This is what I want. I want to take that little in-between teeth flossing thing and just snip it. And it gets me a little dot maker. And that's exactly what I'm looking to do. So I'm hoping this works here. So I'm going to now go to where I am. I've got a couple of rivets there, right? I'm going to go here, dip into the super glue, and put two little dots. You should be able to see them there. And now I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to just touch the top of the rivet and press it down. And that is all there is to it. Just go ahead and you follow the pattern on where you want your rivets. You can do, I do like, 4 or 5 of these at once. Here, I'll just do 6, depending on how many rivets I've actually got cut. I think I've got enough laying down there that I can do these 6. I have 3, 4. There's that. And I know a guy, Harry, who uses a wax pencil. So, the nail salons that put little bling on nails using like little rhinestones and stuff. They use wax pencils to pick them up, and you can get those for stupid cheap, right? Some like for almost no money. And I actually have to go through the effort of ordering one because I'd like to try it. It's one of the problems with this is sometimes you just pick up the rivet wrong and it rolls. And then see how that's on its edge there? Sometimes when you go to push it down, it'll roll. And then it gets all mucked up and you just have to cut it off and start over. But that's it. That's how I do them. And and like I said, what I'll try to do is get these to be a consistent height and a consistent diameter when I'm doing models that are really important to me as far as how those rivets will look. This is just the little fun steampunk project thing, and a little bit of raw and not exactly precise is just fine for what I'm after. So you can see I have them up here on these smokestack mounts and just around, and then you paint them up. Then you just detail them, and it becomes surface detail that you can paint up and use. So I hope you found that helpful, and thank you very much.